Okay, why can I see the cursor on my stream but not in real life? Hello? Can I use my keyboard? I can. Double check sound. Seems fine. And change the game real quick. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's the mouse cursor. Oh, but then when I click on it, it goes away. What's happening? Start. Hey, what do you think you're doing? It's a cat. Oh, it's fallen asleep. Well, when it wakes up, we'll have a serious conversation. It's been a while. Oh, I guess it's been a while since the last time I was at Mum's shop. Hadn't it been because I couldn't find my hat, I guess I wouldn't have come here in a long time. Never if it was up to Dad. Ah, here it is. Much better. I guess I left it here when I came with Dad to pick up some things when Mom... Whoa, the kitty is sound asleep. Ha ha ha. What's this parcel? I don't remember this being here. Was Dad storing something in the shop? Oh, there's a letter. Is it for me? This is Mum's handwriting. Hi, honey. I guess Dad gave you this letter after I'm gone. I don't know how long it's been since my departure. You know Dad. Please understand him. Everyone copes with things at their own pace. We didn't have much time to teach you everything I wanted to, but I hope you inherited the gift. In the box you will find your great-great-grandmother's crystal ball. Give it a try. Love, Mom. Is her mom... dead? I'm assuming so, since this is a game about ghosts. It seems that Dad wasn't ready yet. Mom always kept her great-great-grandmother's ball on her desk. It was her most precious treasure. And now... I remember Mom sitting here in front of the ball. I don't know what she wants me to do with it. What should I do? I suppose... Ooh. Hello, honey. Wait, is that her mom? Mom! I knew you had the gift. I was sure of it. I thought I would never be able to do it. Honey, both your grandmother and I spent a long time practicing. We weren't able to do it as quickly as you, and even less on the first try. I thought that you have managed to do what no witch in the family has ever achieved. So will I be able to follow in your footsteps? Not only that, you may be the most promising of us all. But we can't waste time. What? When a witch gets to your age, starts practicing with the gift, and you have to start performing my duties in the shop immediately. Do you mean I have to take over for you? Right now? Of course not, Julia, not right now. Thank goodness, I thought that... Tomorrow? What do you mean tomorrow? First thing in the morning. But I'm not ready. You are the first person I summon. The learning process for a witch takes years, decades. I don't know how long I'll be able to teach you, so we have to skip all the basics. She's throwing us in. We need you ready to go from the very first minute. So you won't always be there when I summon you? Spirit Town is a city unlike any other. Outside the city, seeing a spirit like mine is a myth, a fantasy. Here, for some reason, spirits linger for a while after passing away. It could be a week, a month, or just a few days. The time we'll have to teach you everything is unknown, even for me. Then we have to hurry up. I knew you would get it. I'll start from the beginning. Our mission as witches of Spirit Town is quite simple. We make contact with people's beloved ones so they can help them with matters only they can solve. It seems pretty straightforward, but how do I summon them? Exactly as you have just done. You simply need to focus on helping that person with all your might. When you summoned me, you simply thought that you wanted to see me with all your heart. It doesn't seem so simple then. I'm sure you'll be okay. Actually, we've already practiced this. How? When you were younger, we did one of the exercises Granny made me do when I started my training, but we did it as a game. But I don't remember. Don't you remember when we used to play with your favorite doll? It's quite foggy. Well, let's take advantage of that. Of what? That I don't remember? Exactly. Besides summoning the spirits of family members and friends of those in need, you will also have to learn how to cast spells to help with their problems. I remember that most of the time you were in the back room preparing all kinds of things. In addition to summoning spirits, we have many other abilities. Let's create a spell to help you remember the game we used to play when you were little. Okay. Ooh, a cauldron. This is the cauldron where we will cast our spells. Is it normal for it to be steaming? My grandmother told me that your great-great-grandmother had cast a spell so that it would always be ready, but she never told me how she did it. So the whole time the store was closed, the cauldron was steaming? Yes. Okay. Let's get started. We don't have many ingredients right now, but we can manage with what we have. Let's cast a spell of Forgotten Knowledge. Will that help me remember? That's right, sometimes they'll need a little extra help. That's what your spells are for. Go to the spell book on the table and find what you need to create the spell Forgotten Knowledge. It would help if I could see the cursor. I can see it on my stream though. Like, you guys can see the mouse, but I can't for some reason. So I'm gonna give them feedback about that. Like, I don't understand. So let me see. I have to look at the stream to do this. Oh, okay, there's the book. Forgotten Knowledge. And this, what is it? Forgotten Knowledge. You feel intellectual growth when glow reveals hidden facts beneath a layer of ancestral harmony. What do you mean? This is not a recipe. Of course it is. Forgotten Knowledge. You feel intellectual growth when glow reveals facts hidden beneath a layer of ancestral harmony. To protect our knowledge, all spells are explained in an unconventional way. So the words growth, glow, and harmony refer to the ingredients. Exactly. Now you just have to look for those references in the ingredients and you'll get it in no time. Remember that you have explanations of all the ingredients in the spellbook. As you can see in here, you can learn everything about each kind of ingredient. Okay. Glow is twilight water. Emerald and Cosmo. Emerald, Cosmo, and twilight water. Not only that, the recipe also indicates the correct order in which you have to add the ingredients. If you make a mistake before clicking the cook button, You can click on Reset to remove all the ingredients you added to the cauldron. Now let's get to work. Okay. Wait, hold on. What was the order? Growth, Glow, Harmony. Growth, Glow, Harmony. Emerald. Emerald, Twilight Water, Cosmo. Alright, we got Emerald over here. Emerald, Growth, Glow. Harmony. And Cook. Potion crafted. You have created forgotten knowledge. Alright, where's my mouse? Hello. Here we go. There's our first ad warning. In about 5 minutes, we'll go on the BRB screen. I'll stretch my leggies and we'll come back. Congratulations, you have successfully cast your first spell. Anyway, don't worry if you can't always cast them. You're just starting out and we can't expect you to do what I learned to do after years of practice. It doesn't seem too complicated, but I'll have to practice a lot to master it. That's what I wanted to hear. Now what do we do? If you succeed in creating your spells, you won't have to do anything else. Is it already completed? When you cast a successful spell, the effects of the spell are immediate on the person you were casting it on. But I don't remember anything. Give it a try. Well, I remember. Yes, I think I remember. We played in Grandma's garden with Goldilocks, my doll. You loved Goldilocks so much. Yes, I miss her. And do you remember what we used to play? You acted as if Goldilocks was telling me about her daily life, and I had to try to help her in every way possible. Exactly. I used to do that with Granny all the time. What does it have to do with learning how to summon a spirit? It's very simple. You can only summon a spirit if you manage to form an emotional bond with it. That's why it was so easy with you. But this is not the norm, so you need to focus on each person who comes into the store. Listen to them carefully, understand them, and thus be able to form an emotional bond with the spirit you are going to summon. It seems quite difficult. That's why we can't waste any time. We need you to start immediately so that I can help you in any way I can. Anyway, I don't think anyone will show up tomorrow. Even I didn't know this was going to happen. Don't worry, I'll take care of that. Ow! You'll find out tomorrow. By the way, Mom, what about the cat? Do you have a cat? No, when I entered the store, a cat snuck in. Up until just now, it was sleeping on the couch. Well, it's clear that it's not here anymore. Anyway, I have a feeling this won't be the last time I'll see it around. It liked that armchair a bit too much. I see you already have a coworker. It seems so. Go home, dear. Tomorrow will be your first official day as a witch in Spirit Town, and you need to be well rested. Oh, we have a journal. October 26th. If someone had told me that I would see my mother again today, I wouldn't have believed a word of it. Even less that tomorrow would be my first day as a witch in Spirit Town. When I told Dad everything that had happened, he didn't know what to say. He should know better than anyone else it's the only way for me to be close to Mum. Why doesn't he get it? October 27, first day. At the end of the street is Mom's store. I suppose it's too late to run away, isn't it? Press the left or right or AD keys to walk down the street. Okay. We walking. Another cat. Alright, we got about 30 seconds to the ad. I'm gonna go ahead and pause here. If you need to check on yourself, if you need a snacky, need some water, go ahead and do that. And I'm gonna get up, stretch my leggies, move around. And I advise the same to you if you haven't moved your body in a while. And we'll be back in about 3 minutes after the ad. See you on the other side. We gonna keep going with Spirit Talk. Hey Julia, I already heard the news. Congratulations, Julia. Why? Let's just say that news travels fast around your mom's store. I don't know how, but I'm starting to figure it out. I don't know how, but I'm starting to figure it out. Since Cynthia left us, the city hasn't been the same without her help. I'm glad you finally decided to continue your mother's work in her shop. Sorry, your store. It means a lot coming from you. I won't take up any more of your time. I suppose you'll need ingredients for your spells. Cynthia always asks me for herbs to make them. Do you know which ones she used to order? Of course. I've already sent you to the store for some things you're going to need for sure. Thank you. There's some typos in this game. Can't wait to see Cynthia's enchanted corner open again. We keep walking, maybes. A bookshop. Do you know that too? I didn't mean to pry, but I guess I'm just eager to tell you. Welcome, colleague. Spirit Town is not the best place to keep secrets. Don't be upset. Yesterday afternoon, Lulu started spreading the word that Cynthia's daughter was opening the store today. It was clear that if anyone would know before anyone else, it would be Lulu. You know her? She finds out everything. That's absolutely true. Who's Lulu? Oh, I guess this is Lulu. Lulu's Antiques. I had a feeling I'd see you here today. I had the feeling that I would see you at your mother Julia. Wait, what? I had the feeling that I would see you at your... That's not right. And that feeling, is there any explanation for it? Maybe. Premonitions come in many different ways. I don't have the powers that your mother or you had, but I can sometimes hear the spirits. As far as they have something important to tell me. Did my mother tell you? Yes, it wasn't many words, but she made it clear that I had to tell the whole town that you were starting working at the store today. She seemed to be in a bit of a hurry. The grammar and wording of some things is also not right. It's a long story. I'm glad you're continuing Cynthia's work. Spirit Town has been without spiritual guidance for too long. It seems so. My mother's influence seems to run deep. An indelible mark. The wind brings whispers of change. I like how they sound. But don't let your mother's footsteps predetermine your path. Wonder if I can go in these stores. Cynthia's Enchanted Corner. I've just got to the store. It's not time to leave yet. Okay. Cynthia's Enchanted Corner. I never thought I would follow in my mother's footsteps, but here I am. Is there a letter in the mailbox? Letter from the post office. Dear Julia, we are pleased to inform you that we have now registered your postal address in the local business database. From now on, your neighbors will know that your business has reopened and will be able to contact you by mail. Warm regards from Spirit Town Post Office. I'm starting to think I was the last one to find out about all this. I guess I have to check the mailbox every day to see if there are any new orders. Today is the day. Am I nervous? Of course not. I'm alone. Who am I trying to fool? I'd better call Mom. Ready? I think so. Don't worry, I'll always be with you. Who typed this? No offense, but I think they need a proofreader. If you need any help, pay attention. I'll whisper in your ear what you need to do. Won't I have to summon you with the ball? Your great-great-grandmother's crystal ball isn't magic, Julia. What did you say? To summon someone, it is easier to focus on something specific. The less spiritual connection you have with that person, the more focus you'll need. In our case, it was helpful the first time, but now, actually, if you just want me to be by your side, I'll be there. I'm your mother. You can always count on me. But why do all witches in movies have a crystal ball? Ah, well, one of your great-great-grandmother's clients worked in the film industry and liked it so much that he thought it was normal. Have you opened the box with the ingredients yet? Which box, Mom? The one at the entrance. Oh, I hadn't noticed. Everything I ordered is here. Great, we can replace all the ingredients with fresh ones. What do you mean? I left some instructions for Lulu in case this happened. I figured. Julia, I think a customer is arriving. I can see them through the window. See you later. Mom, don't leave me alone. Poof, Mom gone. Hello, good morning. My name is Edmund. Good morning. Is the store open? I read in the newspaper today's opening day, but it's all been very sudden. I suppose that's Lulu's doing too. Yes, it was sudden for everyone, but we are back in business. I'll make some tea and you can tell me what you need. How can I help you, Edmund? For several months now, my wife's favorite flower has been withering, and I don't know what to do. I don't know how. I went to the florist, to the plant nursery nearby, and no one could help me. But I'm really sad that I don't know what's wrong with it, but I think... What? My wife, Mary, she would know the answer for sure. Have you asked her? That's why I'm here. I was hoping to talk to her now that the store is up and running again. I understand. Mary was the gardener of the house. Not exactly. I was the one who took care of the plants, but this flower, it was Mary's greatest treasure. I was in charge of watering it, but she took care of everything else. Would it be possible to see her one more time to ask for her help? I can try. Give me a moment. Are you ready, Julia? Mom, don't make me more nervous. I'm concentrating. Mary. But, Edmund. What did you do to my poor flower? That's why I came to see you. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, honey. Excuse my manners, dear. My name is Mary. Don't worry, you hadn't seen each other in a while. My name is Julia. Nice to meet you, sweetie. But I just couldn't believe what my eyes were seeing. My beautiful flower withered. Edmund came in very worried. He didn't know what else to do, so the flower was as beautiful as it used to be. But you were the one who always watered it, honey. I know, but you took care of all the rest of its needs. I remember giving it something when it seemed weaker, but I can't quite remember what it was. The next day, the flower bloomed radiant as ever. That's it, that could be the key. Do you have any idea what it could be? Unfortunately, I don't think so. Since the day I passed away, my memories are quite foggy. Are we talking to ghosts? We are talking to ghosts. It's called spirit talk. You fell back asleep, that's fine. Did you have a good sleep? Yesterday, I learned a spell for this. Wait a moment. Yee, that's good. This game is cute, but it has some issues thus far. Like, I can see, the stream can see the mouse cursor, but for some reason I can't see it on the actual game. It does not exist for me. And also, some grammar and typing issues, but otherwise it seems very cute and made with care. I wonder if maybe it's just one person made this game, because they probably need somebody like proofreading and such. Although what? Yeah, I don't know. Well, the time has come. Thank goodness we practiced this spell yesterday. Also, revise the spell book to make sure you have the correct one. Now that you have prepared the Forgotten Knowledge spell once, the exact recipe will appear in the spell book. Great. Remember that you have 3 attempts, so if you don't get it right at the first try, you will have 2 more chances. I won't interrupt you anymore. It's important for you to keep on learning. This is our dead mom talking to us. Learn from both with successes and mistakes, as this is the only way you can become the great witch you are destined to be. Thank you, Mom. Alright, so we gotta click on our recipe book. And then let me try and find the spell tab with my non-existent mouse. Spells, Forgotten Knowledge. Emerald, Twilight Water, Cosmo. Emerald, Twilight Water, Cosmo. Cook. You have created forgotten knowledge. I have just prepared the spell. Do you remember anything now, Mary? I don't think so, dear. It's okay, I'm sure I can. Wait, Edmund. Yes, I think I remember. When the flower looked its worst in the morning, I used to make a special fertilizer that my grandmother taught me. My grandmother used to tell me that if I prepared it with love, any flower would feel it, and the next morning it would be perfectly healthy again. That must be it. What was the recipe for that fertilizer? I kept it in my notebook, next to the photos of our children. So, we have the answer. Anyway, Edmund, I just remember that it was a help for specific moments, not a remedy to make it better in cases like this. So, we have to keep looking for the answer. Have you continued watering it as usual? Well, what happened? Not exactly. Since you left, Alicia and her husband have been coming over to help me. Oh, how are they? Alicia's great, but all of them miss you. So, she's been the one watering it most of the time. She was always very responsible. She knew what the flower meant to me. That's why I don't think that's what it was. Although, now that I think about it, what happened? Alicia sometimes comes with our granddaughter, and I think she moved the flower and took it to the living room. But it's not bad either. Both the kitchen and the living room get plenty of sunlight, and they're well ventilated too. Catalina wanted the flower to be in the living room because she said she wanted to have you closer. I thought it was a good idea, and I didn't want to change her mind. My little girl. Catalina is your granddaughter, isn't she? Yes, she's very young, only 3 years old. She doesn't know why her grandmother doesn't come round anymore. What did you tell her, my poor little thing? Alicia told him that Grandma had to hurry off to heaven. If she wanted to talk to you, she just had to tell the flower everything she wanted you to know. Now I understand why I heard Catalina sometimes. I didn't know why I could hear her, but it's always a joy to hear her voice. Objects or plants in this case, such as this crystal ball, are not magical and do not contact our loved ones, but they do help us communicate with them. That don't make sense. That's why you're so worried about the flower, isn't it, Edmund? I don't want Catalina to come home one day and think she can no longer talk to her grandmother. But maybe that's the problem, isn't it? Should I move the flower? It's the only thing that has changed. Maybe that's why it started to wither. I don't see why moving it should be a problem, but it seems to be the only solution. Of course, it's the only thing that could make sense. Let's try something. Move it to a different spot, and if the flower doesn't improve, come back and we'll look for a different solution together. I can't think of anything else, Edmund. It seems reasonable. Tell Catalina that Grandma prefers the flower to be in the kitchen. And what do I tell her if she asks me why? Granny remembers when we used to bake cookies together, and she would like to be with her when she bakes them again in the kitchen with Mom. Do you like cookies, Julia? Of course, who doesn't love homemade cookies? Edmund, could you ask Alicia to bake some cookies with Catalina if you have to come back here? Of course, I'm sure they'll love the idea. Thinking on an empty stomach is not usually as effective as when you're eating some cookies. I couldn't agree more. See you later, Edmund. Thanks for helping me, sweetheart, as always. Poof. It doesn't let us contact them, but it does let us communicate with them. Yeah, that didn't make any sense. I think I have work to do. Thank you for everything, Julia. If you need more help, you know where the store is. It hasn't been that bad, has it? When Edmund came in, I didn't understand anything he was saying, but little by little I began to grasp the situation. The key to this work is understanding those who come asking for help. Sometimes you'll be able to help them, and sometimes you won't. I suspect that, in Edmund's case, this won't be his last time here. I hope he comes by with Mary's radiant flower. I'm sure we'll find out in a few days. By the way, tell me, Mom, did you talk to your father about all this? Yes, very quickly. What did he say when he found out you were coming to the store for your first day today? Well, he didn't say much. He simply said that if that was what I wanted, I should do it. I'm glad he took it well. After telling me that, he simply took a sip of the warm milk he drinks before going to bed and went to sleep, without a hug or a smile. You know you have to be patient with him. Going through that isn't easy. It isn't easy for me either, Mum. Well, your case is a bit different. I'm off. It looks like we're going to have a really busy day today. Oof. Yeah, oof. Well, hello there, Paul. Paul looks a little bit like morning. Except morning has green eyes. Hello, concluded Hale. Hello, my name is Paul. Is this Cynthia's Enchanted Corner? Exactly, nice to meet you. Hi, Samantha. Oh, Samantha got a fresh donut. Let's go. Enjoy your donuts, everybody. Food check. Everybody, if you haven't eaten yet today, or it's been a while since you have, now's the time to start thinking about some noms. I'm gonna get a snack on the next ad break. And I need some water. I'm gonna hydrate myself. Oh, thank you, Samantha. You hydrated me. You're binging Bridgerton? No Amish tonight? I think I've seen the first season. I don't remember if I ever watched the second season. Because they're on... What are they, on the third or fourth season now? I don't remember. How are you? I'm good. We played Poonie the Florist, and that was a super cute game. I'm excited for the full release of that one. This one is called Spirit Talk. And it has a couple issues. Mainly like grammar and typos, and then also for some reason I can't see my mouse on the screen, but the stream capture picks it up somehow, so like y'all can see the mouse but I can't, so that's kind of a bother. Yeah, it's been cute. It seems very like heartfeltly made. That's not a word, but just has a few little things they gotta fix. They need a proofreader, and then to fix lovingly made. Yeah, there you go. And then to fix the mouse thing. Exactly. Nice to meet you. My name is Julia. Oh, I thought your name was Cynthia. Cynthia was my mother. Now I have taken her place. Now everything makes more sense. Ha ha ha. How can I help you? I don't know if you can help me, but we can try. I've got nothing to lose. Of course. When we were little, my brother and I entertained ourselves by composing songs of all kinds. We became teenagers and decided to create a demo tape to become rock stars. Sounds great. We were really excited and worked very hard to get a demo that would convince a record company. But when we were writing the last song, Alex, my brother, had an accident. Since his passing, I had been trying to finish the last song we were writing. But he was the creative one of the two of us. Could you help me? But I don't know anything about music. Julia, they're here to talk to ghosts. Get it together. You know the drill. Haha. I was wondering if it would be possible to ask Alex, my brother, for advice. Yes, of course, but tell me, what do you need? I'm still new to this, but spirits aren't usually available for very long to make contact with them. And you told me it was when you were teenagers. When did the accident happen? 20 years ago. Don't worry, it was nothing. It was nothing? This guy is like, I think this place is a scam. Yeah, maybe. What does that mean, dude? Yeah, I don't know. Hi, Miss Black, how are you? I simply wanted to know if there was any possibility. Your brother meant a lot to you, didn't he? Alex was my best friend, although I realized that a bit too late. We're not aware of what we have until we lose it. My mother used to wake me up every morning singing a little song she had just made up. It doesn't sound so bad. No, but when they wake you up at 6 a.m. on a Saturday, after getting up early all week to go to school, you see it from a different perspective. Haha. Do y'all like my really bad ha-has? Hi, Z! We miss the things that annoyed us more than we miss the things we thought made us happy with them. Shall we try? I can't wait. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. No. I'm so sorry, Paul. Don't worry, it was just a silly thought. I saw that it was open again and spirits do not choose how long to stay. So if a lot of time passes, it is quite likely that they have already left. I understand. Anyway, thank you very much. Thank you. I hope you have better luck next time. Oh, he got here a little late. Ah, you scared me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Is it just me? Is what just you? What happened? Didn't you call me? Are you Alex? Yes, have we met? But does that Paul guy seem sus? He does seem sus? Oh my god. Not me thinking he looked kind of cute. Wait a minute, don't go. Your brother has just left. Paul. Paul, it seems that miracles exist. Alex, why are you still here? I don't really know. Good night. You're going to sleep, Lynette? Have a good sleep. Have a tuck. Thank you for being here. Like, I know I just got to stream, but still. Yeah, that's fine. Now I'm just like, oh man, if y'all think he looks sus and I think he looks cute, what does that mean? What does that mean for me? Thank you for tucking in, Lynette. I don't really know. I really thought I had already left. Means morning is sus. Oh my god. It's been a long time. You look very different. I bet you're still single. Oh my god. No. I too am attracted to questionable characters. Okay, alright, we're in this together, Miss Black. Haha. You haven't changed a bit, have you? Change is not something that happens very often in my situation. Do not look at my audiobook history. Oh no. Haha. Well, what is so urgent that it can't wait a few decades to ask me? Do you remember the last song on the demo? It's one of the few things I still remember clearly. The song that would make us stars. The best single of the record, although we never finished it because of details. Haha. You're loving the ha-has. Ha ha ha. Well, what about it? Since you passed away, I've been thinking of finishing it, but you didn't finish it, did you? It looks like that's why I haven't left yet. Squint's eyes. My unfinished business. Well, that's more a movie thing that something... That's more a movie thing that something that happens than something that happens in real life. See, these typos tripping me up. Am I not being held here because of unfinished business? Supposed to be than? Yeah. No, things are simpler than that. Simply, one day, you leave. So you won't chase me with a proton beam while I turn into a giant marshmallow that destroys the city? Huh? Is that a Ghostbusters reference? I'm afraid not. It would have been way funnier if that had been the case. Haha. So, better make the most of our time. What did you have in mind for the lyrics? That's why I'm here. I thought you could help me. Me help you? I'm just a handful of flying plasma. You have already lived much more than I ever had. I'm sure you have way better ideas than we had during those times. You were the one who had the best ideas, the ones that ended up in the lyrics of the songs. Paul, I was the one who wrote down what we both composed. The emotion, the feelings, they were yours. I was simply... How can I put this? A translator? Exactly. But now... Nothing has changed now, Paul. You've been through a lot. Your emotions have changed. Your life has changed. I'm sure you've tried to follow the song as we left it. How do you expect me to do it then? A song is born from a feeling, from emotion. How can you try to keep writing the same song with everything that happened? With everything you've been through since then? But that's what we wrote. I don't want to destroy what you wrote. That's impossible, Paul. I am part of you, you know that. Whatever you write will be as much yours as it is mine. Oh, it's cute. Let's do something. Tell me right now, what is the happiest moment you remember? When we sang as children together with... Paul, what's going on? It's true. I'm just saying Paul is giving me has people in his basement vibes. Oh no. Good thing me and Morning don't have a basement. How can that be true? 1,000 years have passed since then. I'm sure you have hundreds of happier memories than that. Julia, do you have any of those spells Gandalf cast so my brother can be honest with himself? Well, the truth is, it's my first day. Let me take a look and I'll be right back. Will Mom have a spell to remember a feeling? I guess remembering a happy moment shouldn't be that complicated, right? I should take a look at the spell book before I start throwing ingredients into the cauldron. Spell book. Happy moments right there at the top. This is where he says his happiest moment was murdering an entire village. Oh my god, get out of here. Dali, just saying, I've said this before, if you had a basement, I'd volunteer as tribute. What? You want to come live in our basement? We have a crawl space. We've got a crawl space with some cats. Does that sound good? Happy moments. You invoke a wave of nostalgia that brings glow to your mind, allowing the will of the past to heal your present. Nostalgia, glow, will. Nostalgia, glow, will. Then we go over here. Nostalgia is Dahlia. Nostalgia, glow. Dahlia, Twilight Water. Wait, what was the last thing? Will. Ruby. So Dahlia, Twilight Water, Ruby. Oh no, I already forgot it. Hold on, give me a second. Dahlia, Twilight Water, Ruby? Come on, mouse. There you are. And cook. Look at me doing it with an invisible mouse. You'd be in Dolly's harem? Oh my goodness. I don't think I'd be able to handle having a harem. Let's see if the spell works. Is your mind clear now? I think so. What is your happiest memory, Paul? Honestly, the day Mateo was born. Mateo is your nephew. When I passed away, I lost track of time. And to hear that I'm an uncle, it's normal to get excited, Alex. You've just found out that your brother had a child. For you, it seems like yesterday when you were writing the song. To me, it still feels like it was yesterday. How old is he? He will be 6 in a couple of months. Don't tell me he was born around Christmas. Right on the 25th. Like you. Why did you lie then? Hey, I'm under too much pressure. So many questions. Were you really going to compare singing a few songs with me to the birth of your child? I suppose that since you left, I haven't been able to deal with my feelings very well. Well, it's kind of basic if you want to finish the song, Paul. You may be right. What do you mean, maybe? Of course I am. As always. I like Alex. BRB, alright. See you soon, Miss Black. A Paul who was not a father. Does that seem like a small change to you? It changes everything. Even today, I think that nothing else really matters much anymore. That's the Paul I remembered. The emotional Paul, the Paul from whom we drew the essence of all the songs we wrote. I don't think you need much more help, brother. You're right. As always, thank you. What would you do without your older brother? You know I'm always here when you need me, and I will not break my promise no matter how many silly things happen to me. Like being a spirit. Nonsense. Ha ha ha. See you later, Paul. Give Mateo my regards. You can count on it. That's the Paul I remember, the one that said nothing matters. So emotional. He's emo, you know. I think we can say it has been a complete success. I couldn't agree more. Thank you, Julia. All of this has given me a lot to think about, and what to work on. I hope you stop by when you finish the song, and if you still need to ask your brother something, you know where to find me. After 20 years, I suppose we have a little more time. Alex never knew when to leave parties. I guess this is kinda like that. Haha. See you later. I admit that I didn't think it was possible to summon a spirit that had been gone for so long. Of course it's not normal. Your grandmother told me it was possible. She could summon spirits who had passed away a long time ago. Could it be that having unfinished business is real? Alex hadn't finished his demo. If that were the case, there would be many more spirits in those circumstances. Making me self-conscious about my ha-has. Oh, this isn't you, Aster. Do you do that in real life? You're just like, ha. We all may have some unfinished business, but the reality is that after a while, no matter how many things we have pending, we simply leave. I suppose there is much to learn about the spirit world. I'm sure I'll be busy learning all about it when I leave. I hadn't noticed that someone was coming in. I'm leaving. You again? Meow. Would you like some food? I'm sorry, I don't have any cat food. Julia, it is looking at the crystal ball. Yippee. Could it be? What, do you think? Well, I guess animals are just like us, aren't they? I've never done anything like that, but I guess. Would you like to talk to someone? Meow meow. Well, it seems like you do want to contact with someone. I don't know how this will turn out, but... Oh my goodness, it's a ghost kitty. Oh, are you this kitten's mother? Meow meow. Okay, I guess you wanted to talk to your mom, didn't you, kitty? I cry too. Meow meow. Go ahead. The meows are cute. Had this ever happened to you? For your first day, it's not being easy at all. I'm glad I was able to stay. Although I see that you've managed just fine. Just fine? I can't even talk. I still don't know how I did it. Someone's coming. Is a small child. We're just blinking at each other. Hello? Oh no, she looks distressed. What is your name? You look related, don't we? Do you not know your name? Oh no. That kitten has just left. Is it yours? No. It came to see his mother. Wasn't it at home? No, its mother passed away and it wanted me to help to talk to her. Can you talk to people who have passed away? Sometimes, yes. What is your name? My name is Lucy. Nice to meet you, Lucy. I'm Julia. Tell me, why did you come here? When my grandmother was sad, she would sometimes come here. Oh, I understand. You came to see my mother who used to run the store. What happened to your mom? She also passed away, although lately I talked to her more than before. Haha. May I speak with your mother? Well, of course. Mom, I hadn't called you yet. Julia, until I actually leave, this shop is as much yours as it is mine. So, can you cover my shift for me? Don't be funny, you know what I mean. Ha ha ha. Lucy, this is my mother. Her name is Cynthia. This is Lucy. Hi, Lucy. I'm glad to be able to chat with you. Your grandmother told me a lot about you. Really? When you were born, she used to come here a lot to tell your grandfather everything you were doing. There were weeks she came by on a daily basis. When you lost your first tooth, your first day of kindergarten, your first Christmas. Your grandfather listened mesmerized to everything she told him. You should be happy to have grandparents who love you so much. And I could talk to my grandmother? Sure, honey. Julia, you don't need to call her. I'll take care of it this time. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. I know the theory. It shouldn't be that complicated. I was talking to her a moment ago. When will she be back? I don't know. It's the first time we've done this. I don't think it will take long. Okay. Why do you want to see your grandmother? Do you miss her? My grandmother was... She is my best friend. She was a really special person, wasn't she? Yes. She understood me. She listened to me. What about your parents? I never met my dad, and my mom. What's going on? My mom is always telling me what I can and cannot do. She doesn't talk to me. She doesn't know what I want to do. On the other hand, Grandma always talked to me. She's the only one who understands me. When my grandmother passed away, I also felt very lonely. Was she also your best friend? Yes, of course. My parents worked long hours, and my grandmother was the one who picked me up from daycare, cooked. She was always with me. I love her very much. So, do you feel lonely like me? You always miss those who leave, but that doesn't mean you're alone. When my grandmother passed away, I started coming to the store with my mother. When my father left work, he would pick me up here and we would walk around until my mother finished her shift at the store. We talked to Edgard, my great uncle who has a pharmacy nearby. We would go to Harold's flower shop and buy a rose for my mother. My mother doesn't do that. When my grandmother passed away, it was difficult for everyone. I was little and I had to be taken care of. My grandmother was the one who could always be with me after school, and she helped my parents a lot. But my parents were always with me whenever it was possible. When my grandmother passed away, things were difficult for them at first. I didn't know that. I understood it when I grew up. But soon they managed to adapt to the new circumstances. My mother... No. Oop. Hello, dear. Has the cat got your tongue? I've missed you, love. Granny, I thought I would never see you again. What are you talking about? Of course you were going to see me. I will always be with you, helping your mother take care of you. She doesn't listen to me like you do. Do you know who said the same thing, Lucy? Your mother. Grandparents and parents are like a scale in the lives of our grandchildren. A scale? Parents are the ones who have to teach them the rules, what you can and cannot do. Those who set the limits. Grandparents, we are the complete opposite. The ones who bake cookies with their grandchildren, even though your mother isn't too happy about you eating too many. Those who let them stay up late playing board games with their grandfather. But, so you were like Mom? Of course, Lucy, and I'm sure you'll be the same. But with you, I could talk about anything. The bullies at school, about homework. You even took me out after class sometimes to eat my favorite cake. But do you know where Mom was during all that time? Yes. Are you sure? I know she wasn't with me. She was working, Lucy. Like Julia, she is not with her father now because she's working at the store. My mom spent a lot of time at the store because thanks to her being here, we were able to have our house and buy the clothes we wore. Capitalism. Meh. Shall we make a deal? What deal? Go home today and tell Mom to bake the cookies that Grandma used to make with you. But Mom never baked cookies with us. That's why you'll have to be the one to lead the recipe. Do you remember the ingredients? You always had them ready, I just threw them in. Remember the flavors, Lucy. Do you remember how you always tasted everything before mixing it? Yes. They were... I think I can help you with that. Wait a second. Gotta do the remember spell. Listen. That mama should be able to listen to her daughter. I don't like it. If there's one spell that I had to cast, it's the one you have to prepare now. Have you come to help me prepare the spell? Julia, that would be cheating. I'd just like to see your progress. What a help. I remember using this spell all the time when I came back from eating something I had loved. That's how I wrote down the ingredients for making recipes at home. Wouldn't it have been easier to ask for the recipe? Where's the fun in that? Haha. Come on, don't delay any longer. Alright, where's my cursor? Let's see. Spells. Forgotten flavor. You search your subconscious for traces of an old sweet, letting the energy of the flavor settle on your tongue. Subconscious and energy. Azurite. Day oil. Cook. No recipe. Are you done, Julia? I think this is a long demo. We're already at almost our next ad break. I think so. Do you remember the flavors now? Now I remember them all. It's as if I were savoring them right now. What were they? Butter, sugar, yes, vanilla. And do you remember the ingredient you never tried? Flour? I see that with a little help from Julia, you've managed to remember everything. But why do I have to bake cookies with Mom? To remind her that you love her. To take care of her. But I'm the one who lost her grandmother. She's the one who has to take care of me. Honestly, Lucy kinda right. But Lucy, she has lost her mother. The person who took care of her. How would you feel if that happened? I... Remind her that you love her, my dear. That you support her. I thought you would understand me. I want to be alone. You right? Yeah. Forgive her, Julia. She's still very young and does not know how to handle all this. Exactly! She's young! She's just a baby child. Mom should be the one making cookies. With Lucy. Because Grandma. I'm gonna throw hands. I don't know how to cope with my mom passing away either. The unknown always saddens us, but it is what always drives us forward. Just yesterday, I didn't think I would be in the store continuing my mother's work. I'm grateful to you for allowing me to see my granddaughter again. Do you mind if I come back again? Of course, I would love for you to meet again. But she didn't seem very keen on the task. Don't worry, I know she'll be back. As I know, she'll bake cookies with my daughter. In the end, she always comes to her senses. She's exactly as I was as a child. Ha ha ha. A stubborn one. You two are really close, that's undeniable. When my son-in-law passed away, my daughter and later Lucy had to support each other in everything. Anyway, I won't take up any more of your time, Julia. Don't worry about it, I enjoyed talking to you. So did I, dear. Oof. I think it's getting late. Yes, I think so. Mom, is that how you're going to show up from now on? Should I knock on the door? Haha. At around this time, I usually close the store. So I guess I'll go home. For your first day, it's been very busy. This was a normal day for you when you were working? Well, there were all kinds of days, but I admit it was a good test to see if you were ready for all this. Well, you have passed with flying colors, that's for sure. I'm very tired. I think I'm going home now. Serving as a bridge between the spirit world and the world of the living is not something that consumes little energy. If you could give my regards to your father, I would appreciate it. Even if he could come to see me. Yesterday, he didn't want to talk to me too much. Your father hasn't been able to recover from everything that happened yet. Not only that, now... Anyway, get some rest, honey. Good evening, Mom. Man, if my wife... If I knew that, like, I could go see my ghost wife after she died, I'd be in there every day. October 27. I didn't expect my first day to be so exhausting. I didn't know how much pressure Mom was under. I am sure that in the coming days I will find out how the stories of those who visited me today continue, in addition to others, and I want you to come with me to discover them. Add spirit talk to your wish list. Okay, so that was the end of that. Feels weird that we're gatekeeping it. Alright, let me... Oops. Submit feedback. I think that's what I want to do. Oh, 1 minute till the ad. I'm gonna go stretch my leggies and grab a snack. And then when I come back, I'm gonna give the feedback while it's still fresh in my brain before we start the next demo. Good timing with the ad? Yeah, that worked out. I was gonna be surprised if it had done like another day for the demo, because that was pretty long. But seems cute. Don't agree with Grandma Spirit. I'll throw hands with Grandma Spirit, but other than that, very cute. I ate a granola bar and I got myself some fresh coffee. Hello, Alex. Thank you for the stream streak. Lynette won the battle royale. Let's go. Was watching the Stardew Valley Symphony video premiere, but decided to hang out here instead. Well, thank you. Thank you, Aster. How's the demos? So we've played Looney the Florist. No, it wasn't Looney, it was Puni. P-U-N-I. Puni the Florist. And I really liked that one. It was like silly, whimsical, and cute. Basically you get hired at a florist shop and you make little bouquet arrangements. Very like silly and relaxing. So I definitely think that that's gonna be one that a lot of people like and end up getting. The art was super cute. The conversations were like silly, goofy. And then we just did Spirit Talk, which seems like, I think it must probably only have like 1 or 2 creators behind it, because it seems very like lovingly made. Thank you, Aster, for that word earlier. But it has lots of typos and grammar errors, and I'm also having an issue. I had an issue that the game capture for OBS, it captures the cursor there, but I can't actually see it in the game. So for some reason y'all can see my cursor, but I can't see my cursor. So that was a little hard to deal with. So I'm gonna answer the little feedback survey real quick while it's still fresh in my mind. I'm gonna capture the window here so y'all aren't just like looking at nothing. Beep boop beep boop. gonna fill this out real quick. LOL. Where are you from? Your mom's butt. United States. Opinion on the demo and improvements. Very cute. Seems lovingly made. However, lots of typos and grammar errors. Inconsistent names. Cynthia or Cynthia? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Vulgar. What was the other thing I said? Oh yeah. I'm a streamer and for some reason OBS was able to capture and see the mouse cursor, but I could not actually see it in game. Weird. Want to help us improve the final version? Tell us your contact information and we'll get in touch when you need a tester. I'll do it. I'll do it for you. Oops, I did not spell and right. Did you like the demo? I'm gonna give it a 4. Submit.